I'm not quite sure what specifically I feel to talk about. I think I have several themes in my mind that are getting clear in my own mind. And I think one of them is the thoughts we have about ourselves. And I think, main teaching of the course, it's really basics, is that Jesus is teaching that we are not who we think we are. And on the spiritual journey, a lot of thoughts are coming up about ourselves. We have like feelings and emotions that feel quite heavy and deep, and they seem quite real. But I feel like what I'm learning through this journey is that really this is a journey of faith. And it's not just faith of, for example, you are gonna go somewhere and trust that you will be taken care of. The faith and trust is much deeper than that. It starts with our own thoughts. And whenever we have these doubt thoughts and attack thoughts about ourselves, and whenever I have those thoughts, I always remember that Jesus in the Course says that I am the Christ, I am love. And then it seems to be like the way to come out of those deep emotions and patterns and attack thoughts towards myself is to choose to trust Jesus, even though we are not in the experience of what he's saying, to trust him completely. And giving our life is really that. Giving our life is choosing to believe what Jesus is saying to us, even if we are not in the experience of it, and to follow and to keep moving forward and trust that the experience will come. Trust that by the very act of following is actually being in that experience, even if we are not aware of it. And it's like giving our life to Jesus, and really devotion and commitment means giving everything to him, the form, our life, giving over our personal desires, our personal investment, our preferences, and also the thoughts in our own mind. That's the thoughts that keep us stay in a loop, that make us feel small, unworthy, empty, worthless. Like all those thoughts, like giving our life to Jesus is really to say that I'm gonna trust who you say I am, and I'm gonna follow, because oftentimes steps that are given by Jesus, like Jesus always encourages us to open up, to share our light, to share our love, to extend, to be in the spotlight in one way or another, to share, because he knows that like we are the Christ and we have so much to offer. We have this life and light to give away, so that we can become aware of this light ourselves. But then the thoughts of doubts come up and say, oh, you are unworthy, you are so worthless, you're less than everyone else, you are empty, you can't really give anything away, what people will think about you, and so on. And it's like, no, like this is a journey of not taking those thoughts seriously, and to say, okay, Jesus, I'm gonna trust what you say about me, and then show me, but not like, I think that is the key, not to believe in it, and to keep moving forward no matter what thoughts the ego is throwing at us, what thoughts are coming up, and how deep seated those things things seem to be. Like, just keep moving forward and try not to take those thoughts seriously. Try to put in your faith in the fact that our identity is spirit, and no matter what the ego is saying, we are the spirit, and we have to learn to invest our awareness, our focus, our mind energy in this one truth. And the more we do it, the more we invest our mind in the identity of spirit, the less these thoughts have power over us. But we have to be willing to question, we have to be willing to be wrong about what we think we are. And we have to turn everything into prayer and say, okay, I have these doubt thoughts, but you say this and show me. I'm going to trust you and show me. So this inner work is far beyond like physical steps. This work is happening and is beginning and is ending and is everything in the mind, in tiny thoughts. And it's like the unworthiness or sense of littleness can come up, but it's not, we don't have to take it seriously. We can come back to that investment in the spirit over and over and over again. And that's how our shift of the world changes and shifts. Our perception of the world changes and shifts. It's in our investment. Before we were invested in the form of things. Now we are investing our mind in the spirit, in the awareness of spirit. And sometimes it feels like there is this turbulence, there is this rocky road. But if you keep going, if you don't give up no matter what, if you keep investing in the spirit no matter what, the reward will be immediate. And the reward will be happiness, and reward will be true freedom of attachments. And this idea that we need the form, we need something outside ourselves to feel good. And no matter how empty you feel, like, just keep investing your mind in spirit, even if you are not in the experience of it. Just think about it. Just make the choice that the only goal that you have in this life is to remember yourself as the Christ, as the Spirit. That just make the choice and put your whole life, your whole experience under that one choice to remember yourself as Spirit. And don't look back no matter what. And don't judge yourself even when you think that you look back, even when you think that you delayed. It's like keep investing in that choice of spirit over and over and over again. And I promise you the experience will come. But we have to realize how the great of this undertaking it is. Like, it shifts our whole perception, but how liberating it is as well. Because before we lived in this sense of lack, and now we are coming to this experience that nothing is lacking in us. But that's our choice. It's moment by moment choice, choosing that we are not lacking, choosing to remember that we don't need anything outside ourselves. We don't need anything from our brothers and sisters. We don't even need anything from this personality self. But it's a moment by moment choice, even when we are going through things, even when we are going through thoughts and emotions, remembering to invest our mind in what Jesus is teaching us, in what Jesus says we are. And the more we do it, the more real, the more tangible it becomes in our experience. And I think my message for today is just believe that you are the Spirit. And this is a message for myself as well. Believe and trust and remember that you are the Spirit. And in every moment, this is a choice not to take what the ego is offering us seriously and to come back to that awareness of spirit again and again and again. And this is actually a simple path, because the ego's way is investing in different things, different forms, and failing. But this what Jesus is offering us is like really simple, because he's asking us to invest our mind in only one thing that is wholly true. And because it's wholly true, everything that we need, all the support is given to us. But it's really a choice. Miracles are seen by faith and by trust. It's a choice. Miracles are seen in light. But if we keep choosing darkness over and over again, we will not be able to see the miracles that are already there, that can be seen. So it's really, this choice is vital, choosing not to believe in the ego thoughts and to invest our mind again and again in the Spirit, in Jesus, in the Christ, in the truth, in the light, and in the love that is everlasting and that is unshakable and that is changeless. Amen.